Hello and welcome to Retro Bikes Dublin. Today we're looking at a Kawasaki 250 Ninja. This is the kind of first iteration of them. It's a 1988 bike. It's a twin with twin exhaust, so a bit more desirable in my opinion than the newer ones, kind of Chinese made ones. This is Japanese made. Really nice old school Kawasaki red and black colours. Condition is really good. 14,000 kilometers only on the clock, so around 9,000 miles, maybe even a bit less. So front tyre has a little bit of a cracking going on there, and front mud guard is very good. Front forks are good. Front headlight assembly is good as well. The mirrors are good too, and dual front discs on her Kawasaki Ninja. This is A2 license compliant if you are interested in that. Good beginner bike. A little bit of rusting on this right hand side rear exhaust, but nothing major. A little bit of a nick in the seat here. I'm being very fussy on her now. Tank is in immaculate condition. Fuel top is good as well. One original Ninja GPX key on it. 13,201 kilometers only. I think I said 14,000, only 13,000. All the plastics are in immaculate condition. All the stickers are in good condition. 1988 bike, I should say. The rear tire is actually perfect. And then the rear wheel is good as well. This just needs to be a bit of use. It's just been sitting, so once you start using the brake, that'll all come off. Onto the left hand side of the bike. The left hand side exhaust is in lovely condition. Twin cam 8 valve. All the plastics here good. Engine painted in original OEM black from factory. Ninja. All down here is all really good. No scrapes at all, even on these plastic fairings. A little bit of a mark here on the indicator, but nothing major. Original mirrors on her as well. She's in really nice nick. So that's it for the visual inspection. We'll now move on to the ride along. Alright, we're away on the Kawasaki Ninja 250 1988. Really nice little bike. I'd wait for this one over. I'm only 22 myself, but I'd wait for this bike over the newer Ninjas. It's I don't know, just for me it's a lot more class to these things than those Chinese built ones. But also these ones, if you are new to biking, you're looking at your first or second bike. Jeez, they sound much better as a twin. It's a twin, so it's not a single, so they feel a lot nicer to drive. They're not as buckety as a single cylinder bike. Yeah, I suppose that's the nature of these 250 twins. But for me, as I said, really nice. Sounds good, if I didn't miss a gear there. But everyday riding, even this, I'm surprised at the sitting position. The sitting position is actually a bit more upright than I thought it would be, so it's very comfortable. Feels really nice to flick around. Very light. I know that the fuel economy on these are pretty good. Usually the singles are a little bit better just because they don't have the two cylinders to be popping up and down rather than just the one. But everything working on it, indicators, so on. My lace just got stuck on the gear stick there. Indicators, everything like that. It's easy to get into neutral. As you can see there, I'm in neutral now. Brakes feel really good at the front. Those dual disc front brakes feel really confidence inspiring, so that's good for you first time learners. Seating position is very low, so it's nice and easy to get onto. You don't feel kind of nervous when you're at the lights, when you're holding her together. What else can I say? All the indicator stuff, there are a little bit of wear on the kind of words on like off and on. I know you can just get little stickers that you can stick on where you want, but you can still see everything. Passing light works, choke, lights, indicators, horn, kind of high beam, low beam, and the starter button. Fuel cap is really good. As I said, went over the individual analysis. Everything looks really nice on her. Only 13,000 kilometers. Our way to go on these lights. But she feels really, really smooth. That's the one thing you'll notice if you're coming from a single. Feels really smooth, and she sounds great. There's just something you don't get on those newer bikes and newer 250s. It's the sound. You know, you get people putting. Oh look, it's just nice bit of speed off her. You could definitely do motorway on her, no problem at all. She'd be keeping up. I'm only in third gear now. We're doing 50 kilometers an hour, as I should say. But yeah, no, she feels great. Even this really slippery day, she feels very confidence inspiring, as I said before. The colour scheme as well is probably the better one. It's the old school to go with the old school bike. The 1988 colours for Kawasaki were red and black. So this one goes really nicely with it rather than the bright green that you get. We do have a different Kawasaki, which is a Kawasaki 250 TR, which is a single. Classic kind of bobber looking bike. It's a bit comparable to this one, which if you want to watch that, I'd either leave it up in the description or something like that. You can check it out on our channel. It'll be up sometime soon, alongside with this video. As you can see, filtering is nice and easy. I won't. Scenic drivers now, if you're new into riding, Renault scenic drivers, beware when you're coming up behind them. Just be focused, 100% focus on where they might dart to without any sort of prerequisite. Okay, we'll just pop forward here. We're currently turning left here at the lights, so we're just going to put on the indicator and turn left. The bike does rev up to 14,000 revs, red line. Well, it says up to 16, but 14,000 safely. But as you can see, positioning is all really easy. But anyway, we'll move past these lights and we'll get on to straightforward retro bike Sylvan. Okay, we're away from the lights now. But yeah, kind of to sum it up, Kawasaki 250 Ninja GPX, twin 249cc bike. Fuel economy is good. Everything working on her. Nothing really to be done. What else can I say? If you are looking for a first time bike or a city bike, this is going to be absolutely ideal and will be something very suitable for you guys. But yeah, if you have liked the video, please do leave a like. Also, if you could comment down below on any questions you have about this bike, I'll try to answer them as fast as possible. I don't always cover everything you guys want to cover in this, so I will get back to you as fast as possible if you have any questions. And finally, if you haven't already, subscribe.